Well, what have I done again? YouTube. Warning. Achtung. Your content was removed due to a violation of our community guidelines. You've received a warning. If this happens again, here's the warning, guys. If you violate this policy again, you dirty mother lover, within 19 days of completing the policy training, you'll get a strike. Is it a physical one? Will I get slashed in half or something? You won't be able to do things like upload, post, or leave. I can end it at leave, right? Because that's how YouTube will treat me, guys. I'll just... I'll be hanging from the town square if I ever do this again. And just mentioning the word hanging is probably gonna doom this video as well. But anyway, you know what else is hanging, YouTube? You know what else is hanging? So the content was removed. My effort, I spent over 10 hours editing this. I got some famous bounty hunter to help me, and after all the effort, they took it down. Why? Policy? Hate speech, guys. Sorry. I know that for some of you, you know, you hold me in high esteems, but I, guys, must admit that I was involved in hate speech. And today I decided to come clean, you know. And let's get started to get clean with a few quota comments right here. Editor, I'm gonna ask you to just change this scene a bit. Let's learn a bit more, guys, about what this policy means for us. If you're posting content, don't post content on YouTube if the purpose of that content is to do one or more of the following: encourage violence against individuals or groups based on their protected group status. We don't allow threats on YouTube, and we treat implied calls, yada yada, as real threats. Incite hatred against individuals or groups based on their protected group status, guys. The protected group status. Now, why are they protected? Do they deserve protection? No. Oh, it's because they're a minority. Did you know that white Caucasian people are 10% of the world's population? I mean, I'm a minority, yet nobody is protecting me, because white equals trash, as we all, guys, know. But anyway, let's move on to another scene, guys. The quota comments. An editor, I'm going to ask you to fit this on the screen, alright, guys? It's going to look a bit ugly, but I haven't prepared in advance. Let's read, guys, some of these comments. Steven Stevens over here says, this is dealing with, have any countries had issues with this certain people that I'm going to address as the Roni people, alright? The Roni people. Or seen a rise in crime because of them? Well, let's find out. One thing to keep in mind is that Roni people are generally not accepted in the workplace. Yeah, well, that is because they don't want to integrate into society. I mean, yes, technically you're right. We're not accepting Roni people in the workplace, but that is because the vast majority of them haven't even finished middle school, alright? That's why they're not accepted in the workplace. And have had to figure out other ways of surviving. Well, take a guess, gentlemen. What are these other ways of surviving? It's not planting potatoes, let me tell you that much. My Roni family? Alright, that's why this comment is stupid. Let's move on to another one. Lorenzo Casati says, why are Roni people so hated in Europe? Though I have met some Roni people who are fine, hard-working people, the fact is that most Roni people live out a culture of thievery, confidence, games, and pickpocketing. Could it be, guys? Could this be true? In some countries, they are given tracts of land on which to live, sometimes with constructions on them which can be inhabited. They are given free utilities, and the police are told to ignore their misdeeds, except in serious cases. So basically, grape and unaliving, that's the only cases where they get any sort of pushback for their misdeeds. Obviously, they do not integrate with normal society. You think so? This has created resentment on the part of the citizens of the countries in which they live and created an atmosphere of dislike or even hatred toward them. Well, I used to be one of those men, guys. I used to be one of those men. It's shameful to admit, but I used to be one of those men, guys, that had pattern recognition. No more, though. After YouTube has blessed me with some wisdom, with some knowledge, guys, after I've been touched by the angel of grace and wisdom in the form of a YouTube ban on my video, now I know better. So I wanted, guys, to come clean, to teach you a bit about these lovely Roni people, guys, because they are so lovely. So let's start by playing a game, shall we? I'm going to show you 3 pictures, guys, and you're going to have to guess which one of them is the Roni neighborhood, all right? Take a guess, guys. Okay, first one. All right. Are you taking a good look? All right. Second one. Is this it, guys? Is this where the Roni people live? Third one. Take a guess, guys. Yes, it's the third one. Oh, Hidan, is this like a picture from your country? No, guys. This is a picture from anywhere. It's just any country in Europe where you go and you want to go to the Roni neighborhood. That's how it looks like. Like this picture, guys, could have been taken anywhere. Spain, France, Italy, Norway, Germany, Romania, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, anywhere. Just throw a dart at the world map, and anywhere it lands, this is what the Roni neighborhood looks like. Very colorful, I can tell you that much. But now, guys, I want you to also meet the Roni people, because they are the essence of this beautiful nationality. Well, here you have the committee of warm welcoming. These are the sort of people that will greet you when you decide to go into their neighborhoods. Now, the things they're wearing, it's because they've been working all day on the field. They've just been planting roses, guys, all day on the field. And they're so hardworking. These people are so hardworking, guys. And what they do after a long day of hard labor, sweat on their foreheads, instead of going back home and watching Netflix like us white trash, white egomaniac, selfish bastards do, what these people do, guys, is this is what they do. Instead of going back home to rest, they go out on the street to spread love. And if you manage to meet them, you're going to have the best experience of your life. They're going to be so welcoming. They're going to be so loving. They're just going to love you so much, guys. You know, they're going to give you such a warm welcome to the neighborhood. You'll never want to leave. But now let's move on to another picture. Well, here you have some more Roni people. As you can see, one of them is holding a burrito because they really like, to motivate foreign cultures. Now, the one person on the left is a famous neurologist. In fact, one of the most famous ones on planet Earth. He's made a lot of discoveries in the fields of science. The one on the right, he has an artistic soul, guys. As we're speaking, he's traveling worldwide, playing some of Mozart's symphonies. He also has a thing for art, painting, drawings of beautiful houses and landscapes. And the one in the middle, holding the burrito, he just saved 20 children from a burning orphanage last Sunday. The news are out. You can check it on Google. And he also he has a thing for small kittens, guys, and cute puppies. He's such a warm, welcoming soul, So that's it, guys. Don't you want to have them as neighbors? Looking at them, don't you want them to be your next door neighbor? I honestly miss the times when I've had Roni people as my neighbors. I really do. It's one of the best highlights of my life, guys. Now that I think about it, has always revolved around these lovely people. But let's see one more. Okay, here you have the average family. As you can see, all of them have a very refined taste for fashion, you know, accessories. As you can see, they also, you know, promote Colgate a lot. You know, and this is the average family. Now, this is only half the family. This is one family, by the way. This is not like two families. No, this is one family. And the other half of the kids couldn't fit in the picture, but, you know, but here you have half of them. Because these people have a lot of kids, because it's in their values, guys, to be pro-natalist. They just have, these people, guys, Roni people, they have such a distinct set of values. They care about so many things, but probably most of them, guys, is values and morals and principles, you know. And here you have, guys, a lot of future engineers. You have them on screen right now. In fact, did you know, guys, I'm going to give you a fun fact about Roni people. Did you know that 1 out of every 2 Roni people turns out to be a scientific engineer? Did you know that? And the other one out of 2 gets to be an astronaut, because they also have a thing for science. Did you know, by the way, guys, that Roni people designed the Egyptian pyramids? I think also the Eiffel Tower. Don't quote me on that one, but I think it was also the Eiffel Tower. They just have, they're just so creative, guys, you know. And now the reason why my video got taken down is because I was talking about my experience with these lovely people, which, in all fairness, guys, hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. I've had some bad moments with these people as well, if you can tell. And I made the error of jumping to conclusions, you know. I made the error, guys, of being stereotypical, which is something you want to avoid, of course. And honestly, guys, again, I just have to overgrow this, alright? I can't continue being this racist, this extremist, you know, and draw general conclusions just because 99 out of 100 times something has happened in the same way, you know. I'm honestly glad that they took the video down, because YouTube, if you think that what I said on that video was extreme, well, you will have shut your pants with my next video, because I had a video that was gonna be posted today in which I went way overboard. I way overdid it, and honestly, I'm thankful that they banned my video, because if the other video got posted, guys, they would have taken the channel down. I really went overboard. Now, that video is going to be posted tomorrow. Of course, I edited out the part that I cannot say on YouTube, and I'm going to be more careful moving forward, because yes, I don't want my channel banned after all the effort I put in, or permanently demonetized, right? So I'm thankful for this whole experience, but the reason why, guys, in this episode that is going to be posted tomorrow, I went way overboard, is because by destiny's irony, by coincidence, just one day after I made some general observations on the Roni people, just one day after this happened, I was going to the gym, as I tend to do, minding my business, listening to music, and one dashingly handsome young gentleman from Roni descent stopped me and asked me for money. Now, why did he want money from me? Did he want to buy a bus ticket to go to the National Library to read about Dostoevsky? Did he ask for money because he was short on buying his elderly sick granny a Christmas present? I guess we'll never know. But he asked me for money and I declined, because I'm a white, privileged nationalist extremist, right? And part of the certain letter group, right? I can't say it. I have to play around words, guys. But anyway, I'm a white douchebag, in other words. And I didn't give him money, right? Which I didn't have, to be honest. Not that if I had, I would have given him money, but he didn't even have money. And I told him I don't have money. To which he said, aggressively, "Why are you lying to me? Why are you lying to me?" And then he proceeded to pull up his hoodie and start approaching me aggressively. Now what I did was I just turned around, not backwards, because I'm not gonna run like a little girl. I just turned to the other side, crossed the street, and he didn't chase me. So that's where it ended, right? But I want to ask you guys, that moment where he pulled up his hoodie and started approaching me aggressively, what do you think were his intentions? Could it be, guys, that he was getting prepared to whoop my ass and steal my phone and my wallet? Could it be that? Well, no, guys. Don't be stereotypical, all right? Please, guys, I'm gonna ask you, please don't be stereotypical, all right? Because if I had to bet, I think he was pulling up his hoodie and approaching me aggressively because he wanted to give me a sweet little kiss on the cheek and then mind about his day, right? So guys, just please don't it's so hurtful, honestly, to see so many people jumping into conclusions that he was going to beat me to steal from me, right? Because we don't have a fucking peer-reviewed study on what his intentions were, so why will you jump to conclusions? Do you have a citation for knowing what his intentions were? I don't think you have one. So please don't be stereotypical, as YouTube has shown me, right? And so there you go, guys. Now I've learned my ways. As you can see, I'm a changed person. I no longer fall into these so-called pattern recognition. Oh yeah, pattern recognition. That is just bias. That is just anecdotal, guys. The fact that every European is tired of this is anecdotal. The fact that 99 out of 100 times it's the same person is anecdotal, right? There's no peer-reviewed study, guys, sorry. And if you go and Google what are the, let's say, crime rates about a certain demographic, you're gonna be met up with AI ChatGPT telling you how it's very hurtful to talk in this manner about a protected minority, guys. You know, and how you're just stereotyping all over again. You're doing it again. You're stereotyping again. You're jumping to conclusions too soon, you know? But again, guys, now I've learned. Now I'm a changed person. All he done is behind me. and so here's what I'm going to do, all right? Here's what I'm going to do after YouTube has shown me the error of my ways. I'm going to continue going to the gym 5 times a week, as I do. And I'm going to continue going down the same path that I usually take. And if I see that guy, all right? If I see that lovely person, I'm going to love him, guys. I'm going to love him so hard. I'm just going to love him over and over and over again, right? But first better, guys, I'm going to ask him for money. Yeah, first I'm going to ask him for money. Because, hey, you ask me for money, I ask you for money. I'm the one who gets to go to work and earn a living by waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning. You're the one who gets to roam the streets looking to pick up fights, rob, and grape women. So I'm going to ask you for money. And if you don't give it to me, then I'm going to love you. I'm just going to love you so hard, you'll never forget my fucking face. How about that one? Because that's how much I love Roni people, guys. And YouTube. Those two things are just dear to my heart.